What's up guys, Laura here, and today I'm going to be working on my daily driver instead of the van, and that is a Subaru WRX. So if you can see here, one of my headlights is really foggy and yellow. The other headlight is completely clear. And 2 years ago, my brother actually redid this same headlight for me, and it's now gotten foggy again. Which it's very strange to me how the one headlight, it just keeps getting foggy, but the other one, it doesn't happen at all with. Can someone explain that to me? But I'm gonna restore the headlight, and then this time I'm gonna spray it with a clear coat, which we did not do last time, and I think that might help stop it from getting foggy again. So I'm gonna be using a 3M Headlight Restoration Kit. I am gonna link everything that I used in the description below. And basically what you do is you attach these different grit sandpapers to a drill bit, and then you use your drill to buff out the fogginess. So I'm gonna start off by just cleaning this off. I probably should use actual soap and water, but I am too lazy for that. And it's very cold out, so quick detailer it is. Okay, next I'm gonna use some blue tape around the edges on the car so that I don't accidentally scratch the car. And 3M actually recommends that you put 2 layers of tape on just so nothing goes through the tape. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so I got the drill attachment in the drill, and next I'm gonna put the brown sandpaper piece that is P500 grit. So if you're not using this kit, then go with a P500 sandpaper to start. Okay, if you can see, there is a little bit of like a buildup forming on there, a film. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the pad for a new one. And that cleaned it right up. So if you're starting to notice like a yellowy film on there, switch out the pad and put a new one on. All right, let's go ahead and wipe this off and see how it's looking. Looking pretty good. It's not yellow anymore, so that's good. I am going to go over a few spots a little bit more just to even it out. They say that it's better to over sand in these steps, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you in the next steps. Okay, now I'm going to try to just sand this portion by hand, just because I can't get the drill right into the corner there. So I'm going to go in just circular movements just to blend it in. Okay, next we're gonna go over it with the white pad, which is 800 grit, so it's a bit finer now. Well, it's looking better, but I'm still seeing some of the other scratches. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this out for another one, and we'll go over it one more time. All right, so for the next step, we're gonna use the gray pad or a 3000 grit paper, and we're gonna do this actually wet. So this is like a wet sanding method. So we're gonna spray this lightly to dampen it. And then we're also going to spray the pad before we start sanding. Now, if you can see how this white residue is forming, you want to make like 6 or so passes after that forms. If that doesn't form, then just make like 12 passes total. Another thing is to make sure it doesn't dry out. So if it does, spray it a little bit. And I can already see that looks amazing. All right, it's already looking so much better. And now we're moving on to the next step, which is buffing it with this foam pad. So we're gonna attach the foam. There's a little left over from the last time we did it, and I don't know if this is gonna be any good or not, but all right, let's get started. let's wipe this off and see how we did. Okay, so now I'm actually going to tape off the paint quite a bit because I am going to be using a clear spray paint. So I'm going to tape off some of this with newspaper and blue painter's tape just to keep some of my car blocked off from getting any overspray. All right, so it's not technically the ideal temperature to spray paint, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyways because it's probably not gonna be 60 degrees for several months. And this is the clear coat that I'm using, Duplicolor Clear. All right, so we're gonna wait 10 minutes and then we're gonna apply the next coat. All right, time for the second coat. I'm gonna let this dry for at least an entire day before I wash the car, and then we can show the final results. All right, guys, here we are with the final result, and I am thrilled with how well it came out. I apologize, some of this insulation is reflecting into the headlight and it's showing a little bit of that teal color, but it is clearly not yellow anymore. It's not foggy. And here we can compare from side to side. And now that the car is washed, this headlight looks pretty clear as well. Although I will say the new headlight looks a little better to me. Now, if you look closely, you can see a little bit of the clear coat spray, and this could just be because I am not the greatest spray painter, but honestly, I'm not concerned about it. You can only tell if you're looking really closely at it from an angle, but honestly, it is much better than being yellow or getting foggy. So really hoping that this will last much longer than the last one did. But if not, if I need to do this every year or two, really not that worried about it. All right, guys, let me know how you think I did in the comments below. That is going to be it for today. I will catch you on the next one.